Hi, this is Peppy V, and I decided to make a YouTube tutorial on one of the songs I like to play most. It's called Canon C. You've probably heard of it before. The way I learned it is a YouTuber named MrPook made a cover and tab for it. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I went to the tab and I learned it off the tab. I sort of made my own version, but not really. But yeah. So you also may know the song as Canon D. C is just transposed down one for ukulele standard tuning, GCA. But if you want to play it in D, this is what it would sound like in D. But you probably wouldn't want to play the chords transposed, which would be like crazy. Okay, I can't play it. But if you want to play it in D, you would tune your ukulele to, but you tune it to this A, D, F sharp, B. It's full step up, A, D, F sharp, B. If you're using a mobile tuner, I recommend using Fender Tune because you can select chromatic and you can just tune it to whatever you want. But if you're using another tuner app, it would be set to traditional, A, D, F sharp, B. It would sound like this. It would sound a little bit different, but you could still follow along with me. So the song starts out with some chords. This is a variation of A minor, but it doesn't really sound like A minor. And then the second chord is G5. 5th fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the E string, and 2nd fret on the C string. Sounds like that. And then you play, basically, it's another variation of A minor. It's really long, but it's A minor, and C sort of combined. So I sort of sometimes call it AC. And my cousin calls it AC in the car, but it sounds like this. Technically, you can. I normally just play it with the top 3 strings, finger picking. But if you prefer to strum, it would sound like this. And then there's E minor, and then it just goes F, C, F, G. And then it goes finger picking. Well, I don't strum normally because it's easier not strum, get your fingers in place and go. So I just go. And then the part where it goes like this. Is basically start off with the C shape. So I'm gonna just go a little bit closer, because this is the part where it actually gets to some finger picking, but then that's the E string open. G, no, sorry, that was the wrong fret. Then it goes the E string, then you take off the finger, and so this goes like this. Then basically it goes to that AC in the car thing. Goes. If you're strumming, then you don't need to play this. You can just play it as a C if you're playing just the top 3 strings. But because you don't need to pluck all the strings with like including your thumb. If I found it sounds a little bit weird. It sounds like this, which is sounds a little bit more number, but it goes. So it goes the 7. You can see the fret markers probably. I assume with that other chord that you could see it, but so then I didn't mention this, but you need to know how to do a bar chord. If you think you're just gonna be able to get by because you're not, it's impossible. Just telling you, I tried, but yeah, so this is barring the 7th fret, finger on the 10th fret. I call this a 7-10 chord. I don't even know what the name is, but so just repeat that. Then it goes bar 5th fret, and in ring finger on this fret. So I have a bit of a habit of not putting this finger out, but so basically, which is 8, 7, none, because you're barring this fret. Sorry, sometimes hard to play things slow, but then just the 7th chord. I usually play this with this finger, but so 7, 5, 3, then 3 on the E string, then it goes F, 3, 0, 1, then 3, G. I normally just play G, but then, well, when you're playing it, you would normally repeat that once, and then I'm skipping one part because I don't love it, but then it goes to the part where it goes like this. And that's the trickiest part, obviously. Basically, it's a 7-10 chord. I play it normally with my pinky, because you're gonna want to use one finger per fret, because it goes pretty fast. But I actually normally play it with this finger, because I find it easier to play with with the 2 fingers instead of the 3, because it's going to sort of mess with your head a lot either way, but it messes with your head probably less if you use these 2 fingers. But it's 10, 10, then bar this fret. Yeah, so this, I call it a 0 whenever I bar something. It might be a bit confusing, but yeah, you need to bar this. You're not. Something that I missed is if you think the bar is hard, you could get away. I was just editing this later, and I thought this is me in the future, and I thought I've done this. I've tabbed it with one string instead of the big bar. Well, my ukulele is out of tune, but I don't know where the tab is that I wrote out, so I think you might have to figure it out on your own. But this, my ukulele is out of tune, but this turns into this. So instead you can just use this. So it goes, no. Okay, I completely forgot. But instead you can just do it on the G string. The whole Instead you can just do it on the G string. Just telling you, if you've lost hope. Okay, I just wanted to tell you that. Okay. Oh yeah. After it goes, the next chord is the 7/10 chord, and then you go with this finger. Sorry, that was a bit unclear. But yeah. And then you go to this fret, to the 9th fret. Then I called 0, and then the, oh my gosh, I'm getting so ahead of myself. The 8, and then the 10. If you think it doesn't flow like, then you're not doing it fast enough. You're doing it a bit off bar. So if this isn't flowing, then learn something else. Because if it's not flowing, you have to practice and practice and practice and practice. And if you just can't do it, then you have to learn something else easier. Finger picking. You might want to check out my furthest lesson. That's way easier. Just BTW. But yeah, after that part, if you want to skip back to that, then you can. But after that part, it goes, then it goes to this other chord. It goes 7. Yeah, you get the gist. But then just to give you a better view of this. So yeah, it goes. Then it goes to 0, 1. It's a really big slide. You have to do it really fast. So I recommend just training yourself to learn the fretboard. Like, randomly write down a set of notes and then do it in random order. But, so 0. This is on the E string. Then this is a 2-noted chord. You pick with these 2 fingers. The 3 and the 4. It's basically, then you go to an F. 3, 2, 0. You have to hold the chord. If you don't hold the chord, it's gonna sound like this, which sounds really weird to me. Beat W. So don't play that in front of me if you can do that. But then you use the shape of the chord. Shape of the chord again, as you did in this part, but use the shape of the chord. Then you go to a basically yeah, you go to a 3/0, another 2-finger chord. So you should practice this movement. So let's go, and then you go to another F. It's sort of relevant to the first chord shape. F, 2, 3, G. And if you find this part really hard, you can just go. But if you don't find that hard enough, you can go. With your pinky, you have to hold the chord for it to not sound weird. Because if you go, it depresses. It sort of depresses all the strings. So you're gonna want to hold that chord. I typically do that pretty slowly, but, and then it repeats that part again. And then you can sort of I sort of freestyle the last bar of, well, I usually do that part again, but the last part I just do the chords. After the chords, freestyle the last part, but it goes. And then the last part always lands on a C. And then you can just look at a floor, who cares? And then it's done. Then it's awesome. But I give all credit to MrPook for this because he was the one who wrote the tab. And I just started putting it into tutorial. I don't have the tab with me right now. But make sure to check out his YouTube channel and check out his cover for this. I may do a cover for this song because I like it. And also, make sure to try it in D2 because I think it sounds really cool in D2. If you're an extremely advanced ukulele player, you can try playing it without a capo. I'll give you a challenge. Without a capo, in standard tuning, in D flat or C sharp. And how you do that, you play the entire thing, barred with that. So, I don't know. E minor. Yeah, it's really hard. Just a bonus me playing that. Anyway, I will see you around. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And that will be it for this video. And goodbye.